My beloved child, I know well the weight you have carried, the silent nights you lay awake wondering why the breakthrough seemed to elude you. You have endured a season of waiting, of feeling overlooked, perhaps even forgotten, while the world around you seemed to move effortlessly forward. But hear me now in this very moment, for the season of delay is reaching its appointed end. This is not just another day unfolding. It is the precise hour for a sacred document, a divine confirmation, to cross the threshold of your reality. Do not let the weariness of the past, the doubts that have crept in, cloud your spiritual sight, for what is coming is arriving in a way you may not predict, through channels you may not expect. Clinging to old expectations, even about how I move or who I use, could cause you to miss the very unveiling you have longed for. Stay with me now. Your breakthrough is not a distant hope. It is here, carrying a restoration far greater than you have imagined, and you must discern it with eyes free from yesterday's disappointments. Listen closely, my dear one. A time of significance is very near. Something important is about to be entrusted to you. This is not a fleeting thing, nor a simple word that disappears. See it as a sacred token, a clear sign from my presence, carrying understanding that will entirely change how you view your path, who you are, and the purpose you carry. What you felt was certain will be questioned. What you believed were your limits will dissolve. You stand now ready for a great revealing. This is not just for knowing, but for acting, for choosing, for stepping into something far beyond what you ever hoped. Hear me, beloved child. These words hold weight. This time is unlike any other. It is not a brief event to overlook. It is a vital meeting point, where your journey so far connects with what is yet to unfold. Not all are chosen to hear these words, but you, my child, have been singled out. You have been chosen, singled out. You have been made ready through sorrow, through long periods of darkness, through waiting that felt endless at times. And now, my dwelling place itself opens a way, not by chance, but by a purpose declared before the world began. Understand this, my child. The stillness you sensed recently was not my absence. It was the gathering of strength for this coming presence. Stir others. Tell them now is not the time to hold back. You are living through a moment where every choice holds lasting consequence. This is word of a great legacy, not just earthly gain, but a spiritual birthright that was once kept hidden, once held back by opposing forces, once buried under deceit, but now, at this set time, it is being restored. Do you grasp, beloved, that there are blessings the dark forces have tried to keep from you for a long time? There are assurances they tried to erase from your mind with hurts, with setbacks, and with times you almost gave up. But I, the one who keeps my word, have not forgotten a single promise I made. And what belongs to you by right, though it has been held up, will not be taken away. You stand now at a crucial turning point. What is arriving will not be gentle. It will come like a strong sound, like a powerful current clearing away all holding back, all pretense, all excuses. It will require you to choose. Will you hold on to what is past because you are afraid? Or will you open your spirit to welcome what is new because you trust me? Will you hesitate thinking it too amazing to be true? Or will you trust, knowing I, your caring Father, speak only what is certain? Be alert, my beloved one. Pay attention to your inner being right now. Do you feel something stirring inside you? Is your heart quickening, as if your spirit knows truth even when your thoughts find it hard to grasp? That is the assurance from my spirit, and you are not encountering these words by chance. This is a direct act from my presence at this critical time. Some were alerted yet chose to disregard the summons. Some souls were told beforehand, but held back by uncertainty. They missed the specific time meant for them. Do not let that happen to you. Do not let your quietness become unspoken agreement with fear. Speak to me. Be ready as you wait. Seal off any way in that I did not create, and make space within your spirit to welcome what I am bringing. A purpose is about to come alive. A period is about to end. A passage that dark forces kept shut for a long time will now open wide, because the time is right. You have grown strong through challenges. You have been true in small matters. And now a larger share will be placed in your care. Not to hide away, but to use. Not to keep for yourself alone, but to touch and change others. The legacy coming to you is more than just provisional. It is my assurance that you are the rightful receiver of what I planned for you, that you carry the heritage of one meant to change a family line, to shape the story of a whole generation. My beloved, soon now, this gift will arrive. It might come through someone you know. It might appear in a way that seems common, but the way it arrives is not what matters. What matters is how you are ready to receive it. Remember, this is not random chance. This is a meeting point between my will and your willingness. And if you are prepared, then no force, no shadow can possibly stop what I am about to reveal. I tell you now, make yourself ready. Stand up. Clear the entry to your spirit from anything that does not belong, from thoughts filled with doubt, from holding back. For I am drawing near. My presence is moving, and your time, it is ready to flourish. Stand strong, my beloved one, not in fear, but in trust, not in unsureness, but in sacred readiness. For what is coming will not just change you, it will change all that is around you. My precious child, you have not been alone in your struggles. I saw the times you were let down by those you relied on. I witnessed the moments you looked for replies but found only quiet. Not from me, but from those you thought would stand with you. I saw each moment you waited with patience for my word to show itself. Even as matters were slowed, even as all seemed concealed and put aside, as though your journey had somehow strayed from my design. But my child, understand this now. Nothing has escaped my notice. Everything has been kept track of. Nothing you worked through has been seen as small. And now, at the right time, something that was kept hidden in shadow is about to be brought into the light. What I am preparing to place in your care is established in truth, sealed by me, guarded by the strength of my presence, and was kept from you only by the envy present in the unseen realm. But not anymore. It will now be set free into your hands. Beloved child, know this truth. What is coming is more than just a gift. It is a sacred opening, a shift in the spirit realm, a passage once closed, not because you were not ready, but because powers of envy tried to push back against the light in you, will now swing wide. They could not change my decision, but they tried to slow its arrival. They could not alter your path, but they tried to make you question your own value. Each moment you chose to stand firm against doubt, each time you decided to place your trust in me again, I was preparing a specific good thing meant only for you. Listen closely, my child. What you are soon to be given does not originate merely here on earth. It is the fruit of your steady walk with me, choosing trust and not giving up. Think of it as stepping into a wider sphere of my design for you, where you will find what you need, and also see my promises come to pass. This good thing was delayed because others felt uneasy about the inner strength I gave you, and were concerned you would move ahead of them. But they did not understand. Your focus was never on rivalry or forcing things. You simply yielded to my direction. Your consistent, humble trust showed me you were prepared. Do you grasp this truth? Things I spoke about your path long ago were not visible for a time. Not gone, but waiting for the right moment to appear. That moment is here. Anything held back from you, shown falsely, or unfairly removed, it's all coming back. Not just pieces, but the whole. Not just hints, but clear evidence of my hand. I miss nothing. I see your unwavering heart. And now I declare that what seemed unseen will be set straight. My dear one, what I give you now will extend past you. It will touch those around you and those yet to come. It's part of a bigger plan I have for your life and what I will do through you. It will change how you see things, shape what you say, and strengthen your walk in the spirit I've already placed within you. Paths will open up for you, not because you forced them, but because they were waiting for you. You will enter places you only spoke of privately with me. You will be received in groups where you felt you didn't fit. Because you walked humbly, I will bring you to the place I always meant for you to be. Prepare yourself, not just to take what's coming, but to carry its responsibility. This spiritual growth means wider influence and more to care for. But you won't walk alone. My spirit will guide your inner being to sense each step before you. You won't need to guess or feel unsure. Things will be clear. Now is the time I clear things up. Now is the time I lift you above others' doubts, so you know completely that I hold you. My dear one, stand tall. Prepare your heart. Release the weight of shame, tiredness, and feeling not enough. What I'm giving isn't for those who think they're perfect. It's for those who give themselves to me. You, even when you felt hurt, scared, or struggled with doubts, you didn't leave. You kept going. And that steady quality is exactly why I'm now choosing to give this good thing to you. So, be calm and look forward. Don't wait with worried questions, but with peaceful certainty. Open your heart not because you understand it all, but because you trust I am unchanging. Receive this not with unsure hands, but with faith standing on the solid ground of what I say. Then you will see what was hidden now clearly visible, what was held back now moving ahead freely. Because I started this work in you, and I myself will finish it. Beautifully, completely, beyond anything you could have imagined. My dear one, today, what was just a promise will now be a clear reality. What was kept back, slowed down in the unseen world by others' worry and dark plans, has now come to the exact time I set for it to happen. And I, your faithful God who saw your quiet strength through everything, tell you, The waiting ends now. Those glimpses you had when you felt something good, a breakthrough, or help was near and then it seemed to vanish. That wasn't just your thoughts. They were me speaking to you when things were quiet, showing you what was really happening beyond what you could see. You felt like you were just getting hints, but you were actually seeing a fight taking place over the path I planned for you and the good things I marked as yours. I saw every second. Nothing was hidden from me. Every time you woke in the night feeling something was missing. Every time your heart beat faster like something big was close, only for it to fade. These were signals. My presence was sending out messages, direction, and peace. But I know feeling disappointed sometimes made you question those inner nudges. You asked yourself, was that really for me, or just what I wanted? Did I get it wrong? But I tell you now, no. You were right. Your inner feeling was correct. What you didn't see yet was that a struggle was happening just beyond your everyday knowing. Lately, the one who opposes used his usual plan, putting doubts in your mind, whispering things that tired your spirit. He wanted you to think nothing was coming, that the good things you hoped for were just echoes of a simple hope. He wanted you to decide that what belonged to you had disappeared, gone to someone else, or was forever out of your reach. But, my dear one, I do not change. I am steady in every storm, and I say clearly, nobody, no system, no power, on earth or unseen, can take what I have decided for you. Understand this truth. When I bring something forward, it doesn't depend on others being kind, or on how things are set up in this world. The portion I have set aside for you, written down by me in my own place, cannot be canceled, cannot lessen, and cannot be given to anyone else. I am fair. I decide the right time for everything, and I do not let anyone who kept going without giving up leave without what is owed to them. Don't let what you see now confuse you anymore. Don't let the long, quiet times make you think I stopped talking. While you might have thought nothing was happening, everything has been moving forward. And do you know why, my dear one? Your readiness for the swift arrival of what is breaking through comes from your choice to remain planted. Even when the sound of my voice felt distant to your ears, people around you might have laughed or said this would never happen. I allowed them to speak those words. I let them watch. And they themselves will see when I guide you into a time where every single word I have spoken about you begins to show itself all at once. My beloved child, guard your mind now. Don't let weariness make you accept less than the full truth. Don't let old wounds plant wrong ideas that cause you to turn from the very word I am sending close to you. What you have longed for is no longer far away. It is not just something for later. It is coming faster than you could have imagined. And it will not be a small sprinkle. It will come like one wave after another, until everything that was held back is brought into the light and made entirely whole. My child, I observe you, not just when you feel capable, but also when you feel fragile. I know the prayers you couldn't speak out loud, the times you wanted to stop but didn't, because somewhere deep inside you, a small spark of trust remained, believing I would act. And today I confirm that action is now. That action involves you. That action is your life's path becoming clear, and it is starting to be shown. Those who once laughed at you, the situations that felt too much to handle, the moments you were set aside without a reason. All of it will become proof of my work. Not for you to win over others, but so my name is honored. Not for you to boast, but so you stand as a sign that I, the one true God, do not forget those who walk with me. Do not stay silent forever, and do not let any word I have spoken to you fail. So get yourself ready. Prepare your heart again. Clear your inner and outer space to welcome what I am about to send forth. Think again about the hopes you once let go of. Gather the clear pictures you thought were broken, for it is precisely in this period that I will infuse them with my life, causing what appeared lost to become alive once more. What felt out of reach will become the starting point of something fresh. My loved child, in this moment, as you see these words that might seem random, know that something much bigger is quietly moving forward. A sacred communication, not written by human hands but confirmed by my power from above, is being quickly sent. It travels from my realm, cutting through the confusion that was meant to keep you from seeing. It is a serious declaration from my realm, confirming the path I set out for you before anything else existed. You didn't know that behind the scenes I had already started sending this. Its arrival isn't bound by your world's rules. Yet, every move you've made lately, every time you chose not to give up, every tearful word sent my way, has triggered a sequence of events I haven't shown you before. And now, even today, which might feel like any other, the power of my world is about to make itself known. Oh, my child, I know the weariness your heart feels from waiting so long. I've watched you try to hope, only to fall back into what felt like endless letdowns. But don't let your exhaustion blur your inner vision, because what is approaching, unstoppable by any power, will be set right in your path. And as you hold it, your innermost being will tremble, your spirit will wake up, and you will weep. Not from sadness, but from deep respect for the unending truth of my promises. That communication is more than just a memory of my promise. It is solid proof that what I speak always comes to pass. Reading it, you will discover things you thought I had forgotten. Old declarations about you, stored away and unseen. Aspirations you felt had died over time. And words that ignited your spirit, but were put out by your surroundings. Everything will suddenly burst into life. And at that moment, you will realize, I remembered everything. I was always on time. I was simply waiting for the exact right moment, so my full light could be shown without anything in the way. Along with this, something you didn't see coming is included. A holy passing on of influence. I'm not just making up for what you lost, nor am I only giving you what you needed but couldn't ask for. I am entrusting you with a higher place of influence, a spiritual position you weren't ready to carry until now. But now, having gone through periods of growth, having healed from past pain, having chosen kindness over harshness, you are able. You will be surprised, not just by the size of it, but by seeing how every step of your journey was leading you to this point. Being turned down, doors closing, relationships you thought you needed but that ended. These all had a reason. Each one a necessary part of the holy process of getting you ready. And now, as I put this into your care, I am also giving you a new place, in the way my sacred purpose for you is revealed. My child, prepare your spirit, not just to take in, but to hold, not to show off, but to be useful. For what I am putting in your hands is not a prize for success, but a resource for the one I have set apart. This is not a trophy to be admired, but proof that you are moving beyond just receiving good things. You are becoming a way for my goodness to reach others. My purpose in choosing you wasn't just for your own elevation, but so that others would also be raised through you. Where you were once broken will become the place where others find their mending. You will see names that surprise you. Some you've never met, but they have been lifting you up in prayer. Those who stood silently in prayer for you when your strength was gone. And even some who once walked away from you will now see you rise, not for them to feel shame, but to show them the truth of my strength. Now, my dear one, as this message gets closer to you, do not be afraid of what is arriving. Do not let the voice of doubt take hold. Do not tell yourself you are not good enough, because this isn't based on being flawless. It is based on your steady trust. Being true to me, even when no eyes were on you. I saw it all, and I am now bringing forth the outcome of what I witnessed. Understand this clearly. Every barrier blocking your understanding is now removed. Everything that kept you from seeing clearly has been set aside. And when you grasp this truth, the very space around you will feel different. My spiritual world will become more real to you. The very air will feel alive with the presence of my realm. For I, who brought all things into being, am making this plain. The appointed moment has arrived. It is time for you to step out from where you have been hidden. It is time for you to stop living as if hope is not meant for you. Now is the time for you to step into the full place I have prepared for you, the one I have chosen, the one I hold dear, who belongs entirely to me. My cherished one, do not treat this moment lightly. This is a sacred point in your journey, meant to settle deeply within your spirit. Here is the clear line where what was taken from you ends, and what I am restoring begins, more real than it ever was. Do not overlook this, for at this very moment, as my unseen realm connects with your life and conditions in the spirit are changing, you are witnessing a turning point that only those who stay near me can truly understand in its sacred importance. Some eyes are watching you, not with kindness, but with sharp focus. Those who once paid you no mind, who thought you were not worth noticing, are now observing your every step. Not out of concern for you, but because they are afraid that what they were sure would never occur is now taking place right before their eyes. They thought you would never rise. They believed your future was lost, buried under past difficulties and your quiet seasons. But this is what remained unknown to them. I, who govern every moment, have never taken back a single declaration I made concerning you. Do you understand that in the moments you felt overlooked, there were individuals who used your quietness to spread hurtful words? They whispered, they ridiculed, and they claimed you did not belong with those who walk rightly before me. They did not just doubt you, they actively worked to conceal your opportunity, using words meant to discourage and stop you. These harsh words did not only hurt how others saw you, they created openings for trouble to reach you and hinder my purpose for you. some appearing as helpers, friends, or even those who seem to follow me, secretly aligned themselves with hidden powers that sought to control. They used methods not from me, seeking influence outside of my way, to cause you weariness, cloud your thoughts, and burden your spirit with a deep, unclear sadness. They thought they could trap you, turning your tiredness into something to use against you. But they were wrong. Every hidden plan against you is now canceled. Every place where wrong power was used is now powerless. Anywhere ill was spoken over your name, anywhere wrong practices were done to hold you, those spots are now cleared. My strength has shattered them, and more than that, what kept your name from being known is removed. Your name was bound, seen as one who would not succeed, but I have removed that label and made your name pure. Your name, once delayed by waiting, rejection, and the fear of not being recognized, is now spoken clearly in my presence. I have declared, this name is mine. This name carries importance. This name is for one who remains firm with me. My cherished one, do not be disturbed as things become clear. People who appeared good but had hidden intentions against you will be shown for who they are. Relationships you believed came from me but were actually used to hinder your progress will end. Certain paths will close quickly. Do not grieve their closing. You are not losing. You are being purified. I am clearing your way forward. I am making ready the place where you will receive what I am bringing to you. There is no longer room for things that are not right, or for connections not truly of my spirit. And right now, you will see that those who sought to keep you bound can no longer disturb your quiet spirit. The troubling dreams, the unexplained weariness when you wake, the sudden moments of fear, these will cease. The grip is released. The fight is done. You have prevailed. You are not alone in this effort now. You do not need to hide to be safe. I am where you find strength. I speak on your behalf. And when I am alongside you, no one can oppose you without first opposing me. Be firm now, my cherished one. Do not give way to the wrong influence that was near. Do not retreat because of past wounds. You are more than a survivor. You are the one I chose not just to get by, but to live completely. You are the one who passes through the difficulty, unharmed. You will stand clearly visible, not affected by how others see you. I declare to you, starting from this day, every harmful word spoken concerning you will be turned around. The words that predicted your failure will become the foundation for the account of my work in your life. The words that brought you tears will be the evidence I use to demonstrate truth. And the ways that were blocked against you, I myself will open completely, and no power will ever succeed in shutting them again. My cherished one, listen closely within you. What is being revealed is not only for you. It matters for the journey of many others. It is my word to you, certain and true, given at the exact right moment, when your spirit is prepared to receive its meaning. When you open it, you will find a history that belonged to you but was concealed by deception, created over time by the one who stands against me. A truth hidden, not because of your mistakes, but due to a long pattern of deceit, betrayed confidence, and deliberate harm that began before you, affected your parents, and reached into the deepest part of your being. But today I say the moment for correction has come. Shadows can no longer conceal the truth. What has been kept silent can no longer be covered, for I, who know all moments, have declared it. My command is, what was taken from my child must be given back. Perhaps you believed this moment was solely about receiving material wealth, that I was simply providing funds to compensate for past hardships. But my dear child, the gift I am bringing forth is far greater than mere riches. This is more than just currency. This act corrects a deep imbalance that has burdened your family line across generations. It signifies the conclusion of a persistent hindrance, a hidden current that caused those before you to stumble just as they neared significant progress. Can you recall the genuine aspirations of your parents? How opportunities appeared close only to dissolve due to influences they could not perceive. Their struggles were not due to idleness. They contended with a force far exceeding their strength, an adversary operating in the shadows. A portion of what was rightfully theirs was removed from your lineage, not through open aggression, but through deceptive words, hidden pacts, and unseen bonds agreed upon without their knowledge. I have seen these events unfold. I know who was responsible. The damaging pledges, the concealed actions, the forces that asserted your family would remain suppressed, all stand exposed before my sight. Understand, my decisions are rooted in truth, not in favoritism. Following my thorough review, and after my presence has moved within you, a determination has been reached this day. I declare my support for you. I am showing what is right, and you stand as the clear evidence of this. Not because you were flawless, but because you would not surrender. Not because you surpassed others, but because you held steady even in your pain. I observed your prayers, offered not just for yourself, but for your lineage. I witnessed your tears shed for those you held dear, whose lives were marked by sorrow and longing. Because of your heart, I will restore not only what was designated for you, but also what was intended for those who came before. This restoration will flow through you. You are chosen to break this pattern. You will move from a state of limitation into a state of abundance. The progress you are about to witness will not just elevate you, it will extend outward, revitalizing what was barren, once deemed irrecoverable. Consider this a deliverance, not for a single individual, but for your entire lineage. Within the communication you are to receive, you will encounter declarations you deemed unimaginable. It will affirm what belongs to you, validating an intention established before the earth's foundation. You will feel reverence, understanding this is not a random bestowal. It is a sign of triumph designated for you. What faded from human recollection, I have preserved in my timeless record. What was rejected by the world, I have inscribed according to my design. As you absorb it, you will grasp that I have always seen you. Prepare yourself. When this word arrives, do not perceive it merely with your eyes. Receive it with your spirit. Each expression carries profound weight. Every element contributes to a holy restoration. And when you have taken it in fully, you will know that the season of restraint, of delay, of being denied, is complete. I am initiating a fresh beginning, and you are the vessel I selected to commence it. I am altering the narrative of what has been, and you are the initial indication of this change. I am showing what is right, and you stand as the clear evidence of this. Therefore, release all doubt. Do not permit old memories to diminish the new hope. Do not let the voices that once dismissed you drown out my pronouncement from my realm. Your stand has been validated. You have been released, and now you will recover what is rightfully yours. Both what was set aside for you and what was intended for those who come after you, precisely as I stated in earlier ages. I affirm this plainly. Through you, the struggle will end. Through you, the lineage will be elevated. Through you, my radiance will penetrate the places once veiled in darkness. My beloved, I know completely the thoughts that have weighed on you throughout this long period. I have observed the silent nights you endured without rest, wondering why others progressed while you felt fixed at the starting point. I have heard the quiet sighs of exhaustion when you were by yourself, and at times your inner self gently wondered if I had indeed overlooked you, if you had been bypassed. But my cherished one, that was never the truth of the matter. Those subtle uncertainties did not come from me. They were the echo of apprehension, made stronger during the time of delay. And now I come to dismantle them with the truth from my dwelling place. Today, circumstances will shift, not according to your vision or your timing, but as I, the sovereign over all moments, decided long before you uttered my name. I did not miss you. Instead, you were held separate, safeguarded, not because you were left alone, but because you were undergoing preparation for the specific season to come forward. And my child, that season has arrived. Events are beginning to unfold. What was humble will be exalted. Those who regarded you with disdain will now show reverence, as I lift you by my power. The entrances that were closed against you will now open fully, not because people's feelings changed, but because I have declared this way belongs to you, and nothing can close what I have ordered opened. The pronouncements that deemed you unsuccessful will be silenced by the mighty works I will bring into your existence. For in a single breath, a point in time I choose, everything can be transformed. And this day marks that very moment. You once believed you had lost my approval, that every promise spoken over you had dissolved like vapor. But the coming communication will be an undeniable sign from my dwelling place that I have never withdrawn any commitment. Every word stands firm. Every promise has been held securely. They have awaited the precise season to manifest and become tangible in your experience. And now I declare, it is accomplished. The time of delay, of obscurity, of restriction is over. What was hidden will now be shown. What was hindered will now accelerate. What was removed will now be fully restored. But there is a vital truth I need you to grasp, for it will sustain you at the critical juncture. My presence within you confirms this. The messenger bearing this word is not the one you anticipate. Do not depend on your intellect to discern this. Do not place your expectation upon a familiar person. My action is not founded upon your predictions, but upon what I unveil from my own position. The person I have selected to bring this word to you might not look like anyone you have known before. They might not come from the source you anticipate, and their appearance might not fit the picture you have formed inside. For I work in ways you do not predict. I am the one who brings about outcomes through paths you would least expect, achieving things you couldn't imagine. You must keep your inner being open, not merely to the thing I provide, but also to the way I choose to provide it. I might use someone you considered quite ordinary to introduce a remarkable new period. I might arrange for a person you don't know to bring the vital message that sets you free. If you cling tightly to old ideas about how things ought to unfold, you might miss what I am now revealing. So, listen with your deepest self. See with eyes that grasp truth, and receive not through emotion, but through the clear understanding that originates from me. My cherished one, I was not delayed. Certain matters needed time to settle into their right places. Inner hindrances have been cleared away. Obstacles that stood in your path have been removed. Now, with everything prepared, I am not sending a vague concept. I am sending a definite assurance regarding your calling, a word that releases you. This word will initiate a series of openings for you. It signals the beginning of your new season, a season where darkness is gone, where doubt is gone, where loss is gone. Let your heart feel the weight of this moment, not from fear, but from a deep sense of its sacredness. This is not mere chance. At this precise time, chosen by me, I am silencing the voices raised against you and breaking the bonds that restrain you. I declare plainly, you are the one I equipped for the restoration of what was removed. I am attentive around you now, watching over a moment of clarity, a time I set apart, where what has been unseen will become clear. Let peace settle in your heart. What I ask of you in this hour is simple, yet holds deep meaning. It is to trust. Trust that I have not forgotten you. Trust this word finds you not by chance. Trust that as you receive these words, you are standing in a sacred meeting place I prepared. This moment will not just stir your feelings, but will change the path your life is on. Trust that everything you have sensed within you, the dreams that returned, the small signs you saw, the stirring in your spirit when you considered your purpose, none of it was imagined. It was my quiet leading, guiding you to this precise point. And now I am not just speaking, I am acting. It is no longer simply a pledge. It is the start of its completion. You will see this unfold. Notice the small changes beginning. Where things felt held back, they will begin to move freely. Connections you thought were lost will be renewed. Places you never imagined visiting will become open to you. Not for your own acclaim, but to settle you into the place I designed for you in my purpose. These gifts, both seen and unseen, will awaken strengths within you that you were hesitant to use. It will draw you from places where you felt safe before and establish you in the place I set aside. And there you will walk not as one still seeking, but as one who holds what is theirs. You will no longer need to ask permission. You will step into what is yours, without hesitation, moving with the authority I have given you from my realm. My beloved child, you have stayed the course. You have listened. You have endured. Even when the waiting was long and the path was unclear. I see your heart, the seeking within you, the hunger that refused to be silenced by delay. Your faithfulness, though unseen by many, has been recorded before my throne. Now hear this decree, for the hour has come, the moment is appointed. This is not a time for hesitation nor for clinging to the shadows of past disappointment. What I am releasing is not merely for your comfort, but it carries the weight of a sacred assignment. You are called to step into this new season, to carry this inheritance, not just for yourself, but to be a conduit of blessing for others, for your lineage, and for a generation hungry for truth. Let the truth of this moment settle deep within your spirit. Feel the shift, the stirring that confirms what I speak is real and meant for you now. Prepare your heart to receive what was delayed, to walk in the authority I have restored, to stand as a living testimony of my unfailing justice. I am with you in this unveiling. I will guide your steps through the Holy Spirit and illuminate the path ahead. The work I have begun in you, I will bring to completion. So, my dear child, rise up in trust. Accept this, not just physically, but with a spirit of deep thankfulness and respect. This coming moment is holy, set aside specifically for you who have made yourself ready. It is not delayed, it is not a mistake, it is not meant for another. Receive my peace, my covering, and the strength you need to carry this new thing. Stand firm, my beloved, for my favor rests upon you in this hour.